Alright, my name is Tim Sutton. I am going to be doing a video for evidence on my knowledge of ferrules and how to crimp them to the wires that they are properly crimped to. You can find it on the QCA on page 16 of your QCA standards. I'm going to go through first the gauge of wire and the proper color of ferrule. For your 16 and bigger gauge, normally we're looking at 16 gauge normally for our electrical cord. We use the red ferrule. It's the largest ferrule we have. Through our poly, for our pits, this would be for our 10-foot stick probes, for our ultrasonics, for any of our sensor wires that connect to the bulgeons, we use the 18 gauge yellow ferrule. For our sensors, for connections in the DAC if you're missing ferrules, and for the proxy sensor wires, we use the 20 gauge ferrule. You can normally tell if you've got the right ferrule or not. Normally, if you can't put the wire into the metal part of the ferrule, you've got too small a ferrule. If you got too big a ferrule, normally it'll actually crimp incorrectly as well. Tools that you'll need to crimp the ferrules to the wires will be the ferrule crimper that NLB provides in your service truck. You will also need a stripper, poly stripper. Normally they issue you this blue one. You can actually trim the little washer off, and you can do the same thing as this one. I use this for my RG6, so I did not trim it off. You also want a stripper. This has numbers of the gauge, so you can properly strip the wire without taking too much wire off or straining the wire when you don't pull enough insulation off. You also want a good pair of dikes for straightening up the wires before you trim them off. The next part of this will be connecting the ferrule to the proper cable.